welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Nelly Sadua. Oh, obviously you can't see my face, but okay. I'm back with another very interesting video for you guys today. In today's video, we're going to be revamping this hair, as you can see over here. So the back is quite empty, like the hairs over here have lost their strands, and so we're going to be filling the back of this cap. As you can see, it's quite empty because the hair wefts over here have lost their strands. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. So because they've all lost their strands, we're going to be doing a fill up at this back to make it look more like a hair again. Okay, so this is an Indian hair on this wig over here, on this cap. It's a lace wig, yeah, it's a lace wig with a frontal, and the frontal itself is also looking very scanty already. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of repairs here. So first of all, we're going to start by filling up this back. So the hair we're going to be using to fill up the back is this foamy hair. You guys already know what foamy hair looks like, right? And so because it blends in very well with this hair, we're going to be using this. So this is also part of the hair that I'm going to be using. This one is quite longer, so I will be using it for the upper part of this hair. So now to begin with, I've just fixed the hair into my mannequin head. This mannequin is quite small, so I'm just going to look for a way to attach this here to have it stay fitted. So we'll begin work immediately. So to safely attach my wig cap to my mannequin head, I'm going to be using these pins over here to safely attach it to my mannequin head. And this way it's going to stay and not move. So I'm just going to pin the front side as well, since I won't be working with this part just yet. So right about now, I'm going to start packing the other hairs over this. So setting that aside, I'm going to make a string which I'm going to be using. So making the string, I'll be using a needle and a thread. To prevent ripping your cap and getting it all damaged, just work with it the way it was given to you, because I mean you're trying to prevent further damage to the cap. So just work with it the way you got it from your client, except your client has asked you to re-wig, so meaning you're getting this cap again. But if your client did not ask you to re-wig, please ensure you're managing resources as much as possible. So you want to try to be as much as careful as possible so you don't cause any damage to the hair that was given to you by your clients. So that's the main reason why I'm tacking on this, just as you can see me doing, because my clients did not ask me to re-wig. So if she had asked me to re-wig, then I would have gone to get this same cap again, and then probably take out the frontal from this one and reuse. But since I was not asked to do that, it's very important when you're working with clients to do exactly what they want, so they can be impressed with you and your work. So I'm just going ahead to tack this fumi hair in between each of these wefts that have lost their original hair, because there's really little or nothing that I can do to take them out, because they were machine sewn to this cap. So they were attached to the cap with machine sewing and not with regular thread and needle. So it's going to be very difficult for me to take it out and then start working on it again. So that's why I'm just filling it in, like as you can see me doing. So I'm going to work my way through each of these lines till my hair that I'm filling in, till the fumi hair I'm using to fill in is exhausted, and then I would know that I have done a good job. So when you're working with filling in processes like this, ensure you have counted the space, measured with the amount of hair you have, so you know just about where to fill in. So you're not doing a regular fill all through, because if you're going to do a regular fill all through, you just might leave some space undone, and your client is not going to like that. So you should have ensured that you are doing a critical fill in all through this hair. So at this point, I'm just going to take out this thread and needle right now with my scissors. Careful, because we did not take out the original hair, so you have to be very careful so you don't cause any damage to any of the hair. So I'm just going to go ahead to brush this all out and then continue tacking. So we've gone really far with the filling, and we're still going to continue filling. So right now I'm already using the long hair. I'm done using the short fumi hair. I've continued using the longer hair because that's going to help cover enough space. So just in case you really are asked to do this by your client and then probably you don't have enough long hairs, what you should do, you should skip more space when filling with the short hair. So the short hair can go a bit higher before you start using the long hairs, so it could cover a little bit more and then have less space in your wig. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to cover up the space that I have. I'm trying to ensure that I have very little space in this hair. And like I already mentioned, I'm already using the long hair to fill up. So while stitching, you want to be careful so you don't stitch the hairs that you would have to comb out later into the thread, because that would have a whole lot of, it's going to give you a whole lot of issues. So you want to be very careful. And then if you're using a mannequin head just like mine that has a contrasting background like this, because this contrasting background, I made it with a nylon bag. So just in case you have something like this, you want to ensure that you're careful and you're not picking the bag, the plastic bag inside. You're not picking it as you're picking the hair and the net. You want to be that careful. So I'm just going to continue stitching till I am all done. So can you see what I'm trying to tell you that you need to be careful of? Don't drag the hair when pulling the thread. So you need to be very careful so such mistakes do not happen. It's a little bit different, or I should say it involves a little technique. So you just pass the, if you have an excess end, you just go ahead to fold it just like I have done right now. I folded it, and then press it down like that and pull the thread over it and do a roll. Like, let me show you guys, just do a roll like this and pull it. And while you're pulling it, you want to ensure that the folded part of this extension is pressed down. Okay, so you press it down to get a very flat hold on it. So you do the same thing again, you roll just like I showed you before, and then drag it on top of it, and you want to ensure you're pressing it really down, and then you do the last one, because we're trying to get this really secured here. And after which you can just go ahead to cut out the thread, and that's it, guys. Like, we're done. So I'm just going to go ahead to show you exactly how I get the length of hair that I use to cover each space. So what I go ahead to do, I go ahead to measure the space I want to cover, and then if I need to double, I double, like so. Can you see that? So if I need to double, I just go ahead to double and then place it right in. But since I'm going a little bit higher, I might not have to double, or I might have to skip some space since I'm getting to the top. So I'm just going to go ahead a little bit higher. I'm going to go a little bit higher from where I stopped the last time. And I'm going to fix it in here. So it's going to be a double stitch. So I'm just going to go ahead to place this hair just like I have doubled it. I have doubled wefts here, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead to place it up here, and this is going to go a long way to covering the underneath part. So I'm just going to go ahead right now and cut the weft, and I would start sewing in. right here, guys, is that same hair, like the very same one that was so light. That same hair that had no volume, like this one you can see right here. So this is the same hair, this very same one I showed to you guys earlier. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead to fill the frontals, because the frontals has some space in between. So I'm just going to go ahead to do that right now. So right now, I'm going to try to part open the places that I will be filling. So you can see so many space around this front area. I'm just going to go ahead to fill those up, short ones. So somehow this very weft here could be enough. So I'm just going to begin cutting from end to end. So I'm just going to cut this part out first. And this, you all, is the final look of this hair, like after the entire revamping process, after it has been washed, treated. Guys, this is the final look. You can see how amazing the curls are and how nice the curl pattern are now looking. It's looking shiny, like a new hair again. Like nobody is going to believe it was that previous hair I showed to you guys at the beginning of this video. So please do well to like, comment, subscribe, give this video a very nice comment, and also a huge thumbs up. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for my other videos. Thank you. Bye bye.